you're talking $187,000 per year just in people searching for data that could have been at their fingertips the whole time. This isn't just another tech video. This is a story about a construction group that was burning 15 grand a month just searching for basic project data. Not building, not planning, just searching for data. Here's how I fixed it in under 30 days. When I first became part of the team, I walked into their office and I saw what a lot of construction and engineering companies are dealing with right now. Project managers drowning in spreadsheets. Every morning started with the same ritual. Manually updating costs and target dates, pulling data from multiple systems, and then typing them into their spreadsheets. Trying to figure out which version of the file was the most current. The finance team, well, they were spending days, literally days, reconciling purchase orders with OOMs or orders of magnitude. One team member told me that she'd sometimes find 3 different versions of the same PO, each with different PO numbers. And it gets worse. Whole teams were spending hours updating spreadsheets just for their managers to take that data and spend even more time trying to pull it into reports for their executives. The regional VP, when I asked him which projects were making the most impact on the business, he couldn't tell me. Not because he didn't care, but because by the time the data reached his desk, it was already way outdated. So let's talk real money here. This isn't just about wasted man hours. It's about serious financial impact. Project managers were spending 120 plus hours a month searching for data. At $48 an hour, that's $4,800 per month just in PM time. The finance team was even worse. 5 people at about 10 hours per week reconciling project POs and OOMs at $30 per hour. That's nearly $6,000 every month reconciling numbers. And those directors, 20 hours a month at $60 an hour, finding and aggregating data. Another $4,800 down the drain. Add it all up, you're talking $187,000 per year just in people searching for data that could have been at their fingertips the whole time. Here's how I fixed it week by week. Week 1 was all about discovery. I mapped out every single data source, every spreadsheet, every shared folder, every email workflow, and more importantly, I identified which data actually mattered, and you'd be surprised at how much nobody was using. Week 2, I got more technical. I set up a SQL Server database, nothing fancy, just robust enough to handle the construction data properly. Built in some validation rules to catch the errors before they were spread, and created a simple import pipeline that even Excel power users could understand. Week 3, this was where a lot of the magic happened. Automation time. I built in daily data imports that just worked. Set up dashboards that updated automatically. And yes, made sure everything had a backup. No more lost spreadsheets. Week 4, training and handoff. Because the best system in the world is useless if people can't or won't use it. A couple months later, well, the numbers tell the story. Data search time dropped from 120 hours down to just 2 to 3 hours per month. Purchase order accuracy jumped from 67% to 87%. Think of what that means to your bottom line. Project reporting, instead of taking a week to compile reports, managers had real-time access to Power BI reports to make real-time decisions based on real factual data. That means decisions based on today's data, not last week or last month's guesses. But here's what really mattered. Milestone tracking went from an 8-day lag to real-time updates. Resource allocation efficiency jumped from 72% to 91%, and change orders went from a 5-day processing time to same-day approvals. In dollar terms, we're talking about a system that paid for itself in less than a couple months. All right, now let me talk about how we actually did this. Don't worry, it's not nearly as complicated as you might think. First, I chose a database. I went with the Azure SQL Server because it's reliable, scalable, and most importantly, it plays nice with tools construction teams already use. For automation, I kept it simple. Basic scripts, straightforward workflows, and pipelines, nothing fancy, because in construction, reliable beats complicated every time. And those dashboards, we built them in Power BI. Focused on metrics that actually were driving decisions. No vanity metrics, just actionable data. In the next part of this series, I'm going to show you the exact methods and processes that I use to automate those construction project reports, and I'm talking about handling change orders, milestone tracking, and real-time budget updates, the whole system. Hit subscribe and the notification bell if you want to transform your construction data from chaos to clarity. Drop a comment below with your biggest data headache, and I read every comment and use them to plan my future videos. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you back in part 2.